Okay, here is the train body. My example, I'm using John Deere just because I've been having kind of fun with it. And we're going to refer to this drawing throughout the process. So if you ever have any questions on what size, what shape, or what direction, everything, you really need to focus on doing this. Now, this Google Slides presentation has been made available for you in Canvas, so you can pull it up anytime and you can look at all of the dimensions. I've gone through and fixed these so that all of the dimensions that we need to draw this correctly and faithfully will be evident on the drawing, which is a good form, right? You should be able to reproduce this project. Now, there's a couple of things on here that you can do that are going to be flexible, and that is the text that we have here. I did John Deere. Some did a nod to uh, the train out in Promontory, Juniper, or um, I can't remember the other. Anyway, you can put those names here. It's not a problem. All right, so we're going to start out by drawing this shape here that I'm circling on. Um, and so we're going to focus on this one right now. All right, so we have a new document and it's all ready to save into my folder. If I don't know what that is, I can view the video before. Now it's going to be really important, really helpful if we draw from the same view that I'm giving you in these videos. So I'm going to actually click on the view cube right, so I'm seeing this part, click on create sketch and click here. Now we're going to create um, the boiler. Let's see. We need to pull this up so we can see what size it is. Of course, I know what size it is. I've done this so many times. We're looking here. Oh, it's right here, 1.5 wide, and we need to know how long it goes. Right here, 3.75. We also will come back and look at this square part on the bottom. So we'll start with 1.5, the diameter of 1.5. Now, if you're not getting inches, this is really, really important that you go to document settings, you change this part here to inches, and I strongly recommend that if you don't already have it set as default that you do so. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is do a random, and I'm going to put it way out here in space because I want to use a tool that we'll use so much. I just want to make a rectangle that is 0.88 tall by, and I'm pushing tab to go to each field, by 2 inches wide. And I'm putting it off to the side to avoid maybe getting it snapped to a center or something like that. Let's just go back to the diagram and make sure that's right. Okay, the width is definitely 2 inches. The height of the part right here is 0.875. For this part here, okay, it looks like I need to adjust that. It should be 0.875, not 0.88. So I just need to come back here, double click on this part, 0.875, and it will automatically adjust it. The next thing we need to do is find out how far over. It looks like we need it to be centered on the train. It also looks like, as we're doing this part here, that from the center of the boiler down to the bottom of the train is 1.375. Okay, so let's do both of those. We're going to use this tool called Sketch Dimension. And I want to show you something really quickly. I'm not going to show this all the time, but if you'll notice that on Sketch Dimension it has a letter D, and any of these, like rectangle has a letter R, circle has a letter C, any of these that have a letter there, then in fact line has an L. So I can just on the keyboard push D and it gives me the dimension tool. But so you can see it this first time, I'm just going to click on Sketch Dimension. And now when you click on a circle, it's not selecting the outside edge. In truth, it's selecting the center of the circle. So we're going to select on the circle here, and then I want to go to the bottom line of the rectangle. Then I need to click somewhere to be able to type in that dimension. So I'm just going to move this out of the way and then back when we looked at this, we wanted to come down 1.375. So we're going to type in 1.375, and then we need to move this so it's centered. We know it's 2 inches, and we know that half of 2 inches is 1. So I click again on the circle, and then I click on one side of this box. Right now, mine was like 2.2. If I just type a 1 right here, it'll automatically center it out. And I can use this inspection tool to just make sure that that's holding true. It's not quite working for me. Let's try that again. Inspection tool, I can click on here, and let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. We want to go this way. So it's going 1 inch. All right. So I just want to verify that it's really in the middle. Perfect. Now, before we finish the sketch, we're going to do one more thing. We'll use this tool a lot. It's called trim, and it looks like it has a T. So I can do this. It's used a lot. We can just push T on the keyboard. And we want to trim out the stuff that we don't need right here in the middle. At this point, we'll go ahead and finish the sketch. You have two options. You can click on the icon here, or you can click down here. Either one doesn't matter. I like to show the home view so that we can see what's happening. And this verifies that we drew it from the same angle. If it showed up to be something like this for you, like this, where it's coming from a different angle, then you know that you didn't draw it from the same way that I did. So we click on extrude, and it should already select what's there. If not, you click on the center of it, and we're going to extrude this, as we recall, 3.75. So we're going to type in here 3.75, and I'll use the home view to see where we're at. Now the next piece we're going to draw is we're going to start drawing the cabin here. We won't worry too much about the overhang until the end, but we're going to draw this cabin, engineer's cabin. Now it looks like we've got a dimension 2.8 that goes the full length, including this overhang. And we also see that the overhang is 1 inch. So we know that from here to here is going to be 1 inch less than 2.8. So it's going to be 1.8. And we also need to know that there's an angle, this nice rounded shape on the top. We get all that information here. So it looks like we've got a diameter, that's what this symbol means, of 4.7 inches. And by looks of it, it's got a little crosshairs here. It's centered on this place, which is 1 inch over and 0.375. So we're going to do a big circle to form the top, and then we're going to draw some lines. We'll wait to do all the detail here in just a minute. So let's go ahead and drop into it. Okay, create sketch on this face. Now it's really important. Did you notice that when I hover over here, it selects on a different part of the train? Make sure that it's highlighting the face that we need it to go from, which is the back. I can see how it's shaded like that. Okay, now we'll start with the circle. We want to go at random. I just don't want it to be snapped onto this, like, see where there's a little triangle? I want to make sure that I can still be in line with the center. That'll help us out. But I don't want to actually click on here. Go a little higher like this. And we're typing 4.7. Now use the dimension tool, push D, click on the circle and the bottom edge of the train. And you see how it's automatically snapped to the center like that? And as we recall, looking back at the dimension here, that shape is 0.375 off of this part here. So we want a 0.375. Okay, that places in the right location. Now let's use the line tool. Click on this box and just go straight up. As long as it's past here, go ahead and end that shape. Go ahead above again. Just like this. Okay. And now we use the trim tool to trim off the bottom like this. And that's enough cleanup that when we finish the sketch, We can extrude this whole part here. Make sure to click on both parts. And by looking here at the drawing, it's coming out not 1 inch, it's coming out 1.8. So we type in, do 1.8, just like that.